What's up everybody, I'm Abatage and welcome back to Godus. It's been a while between recordings from the last one and this one. But that's okay, we can slowly pick up some belief and work on this edge of town. We might actually go for a little cruise around and pick up all the belief from the settlements because that will have gathered over time as it gathers while you're not here. But we want to get these guys building so that they will eventually head down here and sort that little dude out, and hopefully we'll get an expansion which will take us over this way, because I'd like to clean that up first before actually heading east. But while those guys do it, we can have a little chat and we can pick up some belief from all the big ones. I'm not going to worry about the little ones too much because we have so much belief it's beyond belief. That's right, I said it and I'm sticking with it. But the big news, I guess, right now is there was an update before I started recording this video, and it'll be a little bit in the past by the time it gets up on YouTube and we see this episode. Probably not too far, it's probably within the week. But just so you know, I do know it wasn't that recent probably by the time you're watching this. Why do those guys want to go out? I guess they want to repair this maybe, or this? Yeah, we should probably do that. But there was an update video from 22 Cans on the progress of the game, and they've decided to, or just had to, push back the release of the next patch, which is cool as far as I'm concerned, because they've basically got more work that they want to get done before releasing the next patch, and that's always a good thing in my view, because, hey, this is early access. You don't... If you expect to get a full game straight away, you're kind of kidding yourself, and what are you doing anyway? So yeah, I'd rather they patch it with complete features, or even not necessarily complete, but at least functioning features that will essentially work better than some janky pile of mess. Because there's other early accesses I've been involved in where you get all the updates, and that's fine within itself because that's cool, but you end up not playing them anyway because they're just so janky and they're just so full of crap that why bother? It's like, why bother giving me an update for something that's essentially not finished and a bit of a piece of shit? Because let's face it, that's not fun. I want to play the game. I don't want to have to just deal with too many bugs and that sort of thing. You know, it's always acceptable to have bugs and that sort of stuff in an early access, because once again the game's not finished. Fair enough, all good, anything goes really, but I do prefer the early access builds that basically have more working features than other ones which might change a couple of things slightly and you end up with something that's still a bit of a mess and is still kind of almost unplayable in some cases. Like, there's some early accesses where you go, that's cool that you're releasing the alpha so early, but I can't play it. But hey, some people like that, so that's cool. At the end of the day, if it's there, who cares, because you don't have to play it. But yeah, that's the big news, I guess, and all those changes that we've been looking forward to in 1.4. Or even another number. I'm just calling it 1.4 right now because that seems to be the next logical step. But yeah, all those changes will have to just wait that little bit longer, and to be honest, as with any game, I'm more than happy to wait for it to be good. It's like when they say games are delayed and that sort of thing because they just haven't finished it yet, or they haven't finished implementing all the features they want, or they haven't polished something, or whatever the reason is. If they delay it, it's because it's not ready. And even if I really want that game, I'd rather it be delayed and be good when it finally gets released than have something that is a pile of shit and gets patched later. Because I hate that culture of, oh, just release it now and patch it later. That's such a bullshit culture, and I wish that more companies would realise that that's just a bad way to go. And yeah, I remember back in the day when we used to get games and that was it. Sometimes they were buggy, but there was nothing you could do about it. Sometimes they were complete turds, but there was nothing you could do about it. But most of the time they were complete, and most of them weren't that buggy or anything like that. It was just, yeah, every now and then you'd get a shit one. But that's okay, because you know what happened back in the day when people released a shit game? Nobody bought it. It would get a reputation of being shit, and no one would buy it. You know, that's kind of good. I like that method. Because I guess I'm not going to rant too much here, because at the end of the day it doesn't matter, but my train of thought is going to the fact that there are that many people that you see in forums and that sort of thing who buy games and then have a whinge about it because they pre-ordered it or bought it on day one and it wasn't that good, and, you know, all that sort of thing. And I think there's validity in that, because fair enough, you get excited about a game coming out and people make all these promises about what it's going to be and what it's going to be like and all that kind of thing. But then you actually get it and you play it and you go, hang on a second, I feel completely ripped off here. And I can dig that, and you should feel mad about that, and you should complain about it and seek refunds and all that kind of thing. No worries. But that's also the same reason why I don't pre-order games. I just don't. Every early access game I get, it's because I've seen things on YouTube about it, or I've basically read about it enough and found out about it. I've read other journalists, not other journalists, like I'm a journalist. I'm not a fucking journalist. I've read journalists who have reviewed it as their job, whose opinion I respect and agree with more often than not, or at least disagree with enough to know whether I'm going to like it or not. And then you go ahead and you buy it. Cool. Easy peasy. But there's a countless amount of games that I haven't bought in early access for because I've seen it. It's just a pile of crap. And I would suggest that everyone does that. And forgets about pre-orders and all that kind of thing, because at the end of the day, if you get it a week later, is it really that much of a problem? You know? Do we really need to be the best by being the first? It's like, nah, screw that. That's just not how I roll, though, so that's me, and hey, that's my thoughts. You can have your own thoughts as well. That's the beauty of thoughts. No one gives a shit. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Let's keep on with the Godus. Are these people actually going to come down here? Okay, they're going to get confused first, and then they're going to... You got to come this way, dudes. I built you these beautiful steps here, which you're not even going to use now, are you? God damn it. Let's see if we can... Oh, you just jumped off the cliff. Dude's a maniac. Let's connect this up. Let's make it a bit of a easier time, I guess, to try and get down there. Maybe we can bring some steps out this way, because they seem to be a little bit retarded. No, that's an insult to retarded people. I'm sorry. These people just have no freaking idea, because they're dumb AI followers. And that's cool, because that's all we need. I don't know if I'm going to get steps up there without knocking down houses and stuff. Just like that, it was going to happen eventually. Come on. There we go. Let's just pull that out. There, that's a bit better. Bit easier. Don't know about better. It still doesn't look fantastic, but hey, they're working on it, so rock and roll. Oh, and you died. Let's just push you into the ground there a bit. Get out of here. No one needs to see that. Oh. Where are you going up there? What? You come... I just made you these steps here. You could easily come down this way. God damn it, it's... Whatever. Well, they're working on it anyway, so that's the main thing. Wow, they're all working on it now. Come on, guys, build some houses here. We want to fill out that bit of land and get that rich peninsula going. Anyway, over here, what were we going to do over here? Well, this is beginning to spread around to where this canyon comes out, which is cool. We're having a bit of a spaz out over here, apparently. Flag's going up. It's alright, you can keep... You want to get up here? What's up here? Oh, there's plots of land here. Oh wow, you just popped yourself up there, did you? Good on you. I like it when that happens. It's kind of a bug, but works out. Still no plots coming in here. I don't think there's going to be. Let's just fill this up anyway, in case they decide to. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bit of empty land. And that's cool. Maybe it's like the barren wasteland of the plateau. 'Cause this is kind of a plateau, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I wish they would build there, though. These guys would have a great time putting a farm down. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked at the moment because I know there's no Mountain of the Gods to do or anything like that. We're just kind of cruising through and expanding. So, I do have enough for another settlement. I could plop it down around here, but I think I'll wait for this expansion. Because then we can expand around this way a bit better and all that kind of thing. What we might actually do is get onto this sort of area. Because we can keep this going all the way up to the top here, make another little plateau because I couldn't be bothered knocking down that entire mountain. We can put a little path around here so that they can get down and hopefully get over there. Although, we don't have heaps more time left in this episode, but we'll see what we can do anyway. We'll start working on it, and hopefully that means it'll be done soon enough. So, where do we want to do this? Oh, getting a bit crazy with the old zoom there. Okay, let's push back this bit of the mountain. And that corner looks a bit funny. I do like things to be as smooth as possible, if I can help it. And if it doesn't take me forever to get there. Come on. Come on. I kind of like this motley side as well, even though I just said I like smooth as possible. But hey, okay, let's do that. And then this can start being some steps down here. We'll cliff this out to about there. Oh, wrong one. And we'll pull this back. Probably fit another house in there. Hell, we could even put most of this back as well. Yeah, there's a property. Alright, that house is going to be where this expansion basically starts from. Because they're going to go like that, they're going to go like that, that's going to go there, that can go like there, that. Oh, easy. Settle down. Okay. That can go there. This guy can go there. No. Oh, god damn it. Jeepers. My whole, what's the word? Sculpting precision is not much of a skill, I gotta say. Okay, anyway. You can come out. And they can go down that way. And you can go back in a bit. Back in, and you two. There we go, lovely. Oh, lovely. And I think that's probably a good level to go at, because then we won't be much lower than the other stuff over here. Come on, let's fill in this hole. Let's make it good. Ah, that's right, we beautified this land ages ago, didn't we? Because it was blighted or tainted or whatever you want to use as the word to describe it. It was not good, being the point. So that's cool. That's why it's all the way it is. See you later, trees. God, we really have decimated all the trees and the rocks and everything, haven't we? Let's go... Yeah, let's flatten all this for a little bit. Because we can. Let's pull this out. Let's have a nice cliff face looking out to the sea. Oh, yeah. That's the way. And we'll push this back a bit. Hopefully we can get some bigger plots of land going. Because that'd be nice. Because I would like to push it for bigger plots of land as we go. Because even though those little houses are useful, because they're very useful for spawning people, Now let's see, are you going to be able to get down there? You better. Even though that's a little place, but maybe we can do this before you get there. Hey, hey, you wanna make that a bit bigger? Hey, how about it? Oh no, it's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. Oh yeah, just in time. Cool. Okay, let's do that. Let's pull this up, and we can push this cliff back a little bit so we can have a few houses up here. And we can make a plateau on top of the mountain for some more. But I reckon for up here, this can kind of be its own thing. And we can have steps coming down this way. Because then we can also have steps coming down this way to go there. And we can have ones coming down here to get to this level. I reckon that's a good idea. Works for me. And we can expand this across so that that meets level with there. And then we can just flatten, flatten, flatten. And everything will be wicked. Yeah. Then we can start heading east. Very exciting. What is over to the east directly? Well, there's a bunch of cards there. A few more cards around. But more importantly, once we head up... Ooh. Yeah, so this is basically one big area here that we need to populate. And there's not much else around it. But then when we start heading up this way, we've got a bit of land here, which is all well and good. But then, oh ho ho, how many times have I looked at this during an episode? Look at that, we've got a little Stonehenge looking thing there, some little crystal temple-y type thing there. Maybe this launches us into like a new map or something. I don't know, I'm just making shit up. And we've got some old huge turtle dude. Some ship. The people that came before us. Another temple. Which isn't really that exciting. And yeah, oh, can't wait to get there. But for now, we're going to have to keep expanding out this way. Come on, out you come. Get building. You two. And you. All hands on deck. And we'll keep flattening, keep building, keep expanding. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.